Oh, hi everyone. We are waiting for 2 minutes to start, just to make sure that everyone who wants it connected. Trust, great to see you all. Dear colleagues, during the webinar, you can use chat and Coinday blog to ask any of your questions, to ask any of your ideas about how to work with any of these tools. And I'm absolutely sure that it will be useful for all of you. Also, I will ask my colleagues, Karine and Anna, to share the link for booking a special demo in our chat so that if during the meeting you understand that, hey, I want to see something deeply, just schedule a meeting with me and my colleagues using this link. We will start in 1 minute, I suppose. Right. I think this is one of my favorite themes and my favorite part to have meetings, to have webinars for HRs all around the world because I'm really sure and confident that HRs are driving this world. And currently, we are working with new generations, we are working with crazy new technologies, and without HRs, any no tools, nothing can be done without help of HR, help of good HR, and without a really good automatization. So, dear colleagues, organizers, tell me if we can start. Mhm. So let's start. Let me introduce myself. I'm Yulia Ostman, and I'm a business development director of company Awara IT. It's an international, ordinary. I'm telling it super fast. Like Yulia Ostman, business development director of company Awara IT, international business productivity. The main thing you have to know with this webinar is that Awara IT is an international IT company, international system integrators, and we are more than 17 years working along companies, along different businesses to help them to grow and to really use different modern tools. And we are also Microsoft Global Partner, and I will tell a little bit later about it. And we're international company, so we are operating in many countries, in Emirates, in Kazakhstan, in USA, Spain, etc. Currently, personally, I'm in Slovakia, in Bratislava, and it's really nice to see all of you here. And talking about our geography of projects, we are operating all around the world. And why am I highlighting it? Because we have a huge experience all around the world, and we know how different companies are operating in different regions, in different business areas. And we understand, for instance, oil and gas, we understand construction project, we understand retail, etc. And we know how to uh, how to help our customers, how to advise our customers, which tool to advise for our customers to help them to grow. And as I told you, as I mentioned, we are Microsoft Global Partner, and we have a unique Microsoft partnership. We have 5 of 6 designations of Microsoft. There are only 6 in Microsoft, and we have almost all of them. It means that we are really one of the rare Microsoft partners who are ready to help you in many different areas. For instance, we are working with ERP CRM, but today we will focus on only several parts of these services. We'll focus today on tools which are helping us in everyday life of our employees, on everyday life of our coworkers, on everyday life of HRs. So today we will talk about, of course, AI tools like Microsoft Copilot and other AI tools. We are creating data warehouses. We are working with all these generative AI tools. And I want to highlight that also we have digital academy. We are not just selling licenses or just selling our services. We are we are teaching our customers, employees, how to work with these tools. We are consulting how to take most from these tools, and we are doing it in many languages as well. We are working not only with Copilot, for instance, but also with ChatGPT, with Excel, Power BI, Teams. And also today we will talk about low code and mobile apps, because I'm absolutely sure I was working for IT companies, and I know that sometimes IT guys tell us like, hey, HRs, if you need some IT tools, don't go there. We know better what to do. No, I'm absolutely sure that HRs should be involved in a digitalization of the company. And we can do it easier, not including the whole IT, using these low code and mobile apps. And I will show you some of our solutions in Awara, which we are working with our customers. And I think they can be really helpful for you and your colleagues. And as I told you, we have a really strong digital academy. So we are talking about Power BI, we are talking about how to use AI and how really prompt with AI, how really leverage these AI tools for getting more efficiency. So let's go to deeply to these tools. We will have our webinar in, I suppose, two parts. Firstly, I will show you on slides which different tools you can use and as an HRs in your Microsoft environment. If you already have Microsoft Teams, it's much easier. If you have no, we can also help your company to go to Teams and to all this stuff. And I will highlight which tools you already have, but just need these tools just need to be set it. And I will show you how to work with AI tools, which you can add, which we can develop with you. And in the second part, I will show you as a demo how to work with any of the tools, because I want to make it practical. I want to show you how it's really working, because I can show anything on slides, everything on slides, but it's not so interesting, I suppose. And one more time, if you have any questions, please ask them in chat or join this session in the upper place of our Microsoft Teams. So let's go to the first slide, like what tasks need to be solved. We are, as HRs, we are working with different processes, and we are working with different questions of our employees. For instance, our employees need to go through onboarding firstly. Yeah, they need to go through this process. They need to understand, hey, how to go into the company. And ordinary, we are spending kind of sometimes 6 months, sometimes 1 year for just on board into the company. And as if the onboarding process is shorter, yes, if it's more modern, if the employee can ask any questions in a kind of not chatbot but the AI agent, it's really boosts our onboarding and helps our company to achieve more. Motivation and encouragement, we want people stay in our company, we want them to be to develop. And of course now, for instance, I think that AI is one of the really the most important skill to use AI at work. And I know that, for instance, in many countries, AI is already in use, ChatGPT and Copilot as well. So I'm absolutely sure that we should to teach our employees how to work with AI as well. And we need to let our employees understand how good they are at work, how they can grow in our company. And as HRs, we need to automate our workflows, because it's super hard when you have a big company to understand what's going on. We need to receive data super fast. So we need good analytics and reporting. We need workflow automation. We need document storage and retrieval. We have this interaction between employees and HR. And one of the first tasks we are working with is information and engagement. Of course, if you have Microsoft subscriptions, if you have Microsoft Teams, you've probably worked already with Microsoft SharePoint. But not all companies know that you already have Microsoft corporate portals, and you can just set it with our help or with our education or yourself. You can just set corporate portal for your employees, and it will be available right from Microsoft Teams. You can share any news with your colleagues, company information, mission, etc. You can even organize some education on these web pages of your corporate portal. You can give your employees opportunity to understand, hey, what's going on, which events do we have, how to request a vacation, all the information you can collect on this corporate portal. And if you have Microsoft Business subscriptions, you already have this tool. You just need to set it. So you can ask your IT admins, do you have SharePoint Online, and do you have Microsoft Viva? And if you are interested in going deeply into these tools, my colleagues shared in a chat a link. You can schedule a meeting with me or my colleagues and just say that you want to go deeply to corporate portals, and me or my colleagues will show you how it's really working. And on these corporate portals, which you already have if you have Microsoft Office subscription, you can show your employees any information, any news about your company or about the region, or for instance, you can celebrate something with your colleagues. And here you have also target audience. So you can target some news, some events with your colleagues. And also you can have here kind of personal place for each employee where he can, for instance, ask for vacation, or from this page he can ask for, I don't know, for IT support, HR support, everything in one place. It's really important for employees to have a one page, one place where he can get any information. And you have this tool already, so just know that we can go deeply into this thing. The second part is onboarding. We need to start onboarding with our employees. We need to make it quick. We need to let our newcomers know what's going on in our company, which, for instance, OKR, what does it mean? That it's objective key results, that it's not something else. And we need to let our newcomers know what's the process of onboarding, step by step. What should I do? Because in our world, we are living in a world of crazy amount of information, and we need to understand step by step, what should I do, what's my task for trial period in a company, what should I go through. And today in I don't know, maybe 10 minutes, I will show you how to work with these onboarding apps, how we can set different routes for different employees, for different positions in your company. We need to let our employees to ask HRs any questions right in one app, because for onboarding we have a lot of learning materials, we have a lot of new people, we just have to understand what's going on with our employees. And as HR, you want to understand, okay, you hired someone, how it is going with him. Is he really collaborating with his manager? Is he really going through the learning materials? Is he really understand what's going on in the company? We can put it all into onboarding apps. The next thing I will show you is about motivation and encouragement. I suppose in many of your companies, you have a lot of merch, for instance. I have a thermocap, I have on my phone some covers, I have many things like, not for my for my clothes, etc. We have a lot of merch, but also we need to encourage somehow our employees to do something in our company. We need to encourage them to go through certification and through education. We need to somehow tell colleagues, hey, please pass this 360 evaluation. How to do it, how to encourage our employees to do all that stuff which we need as HR to do them. uh, we can work with this, for instance, merge turn. We can ask our employees to do some tasks for company coins, and then they can spend these company coins on whatever they need. It's a gamification of our working activities, and it's really now a trend in the whole world. It's kind of our bestseller for sure, because we want to feel it a little bit as a game. We want to be encouraged, and especially for new generation, it's really fun to receive something from your company. You know that you want to have this hoodie from the company, or you want to buy it for your kid because from your company, I suppose it can be really cool. And you can just do some, I don't know, post in Instagram that you are working in that company, and it's really great. Then we can ask our employees to share their ideas. How to do that? We can create a special application, or we can create a special place where our employees can share their ideas and they can vote for best ideas. We can track the status of ideas. We can ask any employees to share their ideas and then to receive some coins in our merch store so that they can receive an award for giving a great idea. With this idea portal, we encourage our employees to share what's really going on in the company. They can, from inside, give their ideas how to improve something in the company, how to improve your services in the company, how to improve safety in the company, and it's really helpful tool to work with. But sharing ideas should be easy, should be interesting. And we also can create some idea portal. We need a space for development and training for our employees. So we can also work with it, and we can build our own AI circle. So we can create their own process of education, and of course, employee evaluation. And I will spend the time on interaction between employees and HR about AI assistance. So let me go to demo, because I promised you to do it briefly through different applications we will go through today. And I will change my screen in a moment. Let me do that. I'll stop sharing my presentation. And again, if you have any questions, if you want to see something more, please let me know, and we will continue working with it. Okay, one teeny moment. I will share the screen with you. Great. So currently I'm sharing my screen, and let me go through different applications, how it's really working and what we can do with it. So firstly, I will start with one of my favorite applications. It's onboarding. All these applications you can develop in your Microsoft account, and it can be available for your colleagues right inside Microsoft Teams. So they can find Merge Store or Review 360 or any of these onboarding applications as an application of Microsoft Teams. So your employees don't need to go somewhere else, and it's all a part of Microsoft. It can be all part of Microsoft ecosystem. And let's start with onboarding applications. So how we can introduce our company to our employee. First, this is welcome page of our onboarding application. The employee just enter with his login pass from his Microsoft account. And we can see here that welcome to adaptation process. We see my name, we see my hiring date, and hey, let's start with it. And here will be my introduction video from the head of the company, or maybe from my HR manager. So we can set this for each employee, for each position in our company. I'm just clicking, hey, I want to start my adaptation process. And what can I see here? Firstly, I can see the whole way of my adaptation process. I can see that now I'm on 3 months and my overall progress is 8%. So I'm going through this process and I have a real checklist. I don't think, okay, what should I do next? What the manager said, one manager said in the chat, the project manager said in the other chart, and some information on the portal, some information somewhere else. No, I don't need to go to some other different places. I'm doing everything in one place. And for instance, here I know that I have to install the software and access verification. I can click on the task and receive some other information, some comments, etc. But here I have no comments and I'm just clicking like, hey, I did it. The next step is meeting with the mentor and closest colleagues. So when I'm passing this step, I'm just clicking and you as an HR, you will see the information about all your employees in your company. You as a hiring manager, you will see about all your team, what's their current stage, what they're going through. And for instance, you can set this application and you can set, for instance, a feature that your colleagues like, hey, I need help with this task, or I can go to hotline to ask any of the questions. And I want to mention that these applications I'm showing you, onboarding, mentor, vacation, AI, etc., it can be uh, it can be changed for your company. Uh, the whole interface, the whole processes, the settings specifically for your companies, because we are not believers that we can just create one tool and it will be great for everyone, especially for HR. HR is about people and all people are different. So we have to change our process. We have to create a tool which is okay for our processes, which is okay for our employees, for our people, how they are working. So all these applications can be set it specifically for your company, all the branding, all the interface, etc. So my goal today is to show that it's available for you. We can set with you these applications in your Microsoft environment for your colleagues. So here we can set different we can set a different steps, a step-by-step guide for our newcomers. We can see here hotline like contact HR. We can have here FAQ for our employees, what we can do here. Also, we can do it not just with easy interface. We can do a merge store. And I know that some companies put an adaptation plan like, hey, go to merge store and receive a welcome box for you. And here in merge store, the employee can use his balance, his company coins to receive any of goods in your company, any of merch in your company, or he can earn this balance use by doing some tasks. Let me start with some things the employee can buy here. For instance, can be some merch, but I want to highlight you one idea. You can use this merch store not only for buying some table lamp, t-shirts, umbrella, etc. You can also, for instance, put here like day off for some money, for some of these company coins. The employee can buy a day off, or he can buy a lunch with a C-level or with a high-level manager, or he can buy, for instance, a coach consulting with one of you and some other stuff. He can buy a participation in some conferences, or maybe even a traveling somewhere. So just think about it as a motivation program for your colleagues. and how they can receive this balance. Of course, the first balance can be just given for all employees for welcome box, for instance. But also with several companies, we're doing these badges. For instance, I want to encourage my colleagues to participate in our eco program. We want them to participate in our cleanup day for the park or plant a tree or something like it. And I'm just going to, we just published in our demo company this Eco Hero badge. And each employee who wants to receive this, for instance, 10 coin, he can say, hey, I'm taking this word, plant a tree. I'm going to this work. And then when I did it, I just put a comment like, I planted a tree. I can put here some attachments like screenshot from, I don't know, Instagram, or photo that yes, here is the tree, or whatever that can be confirmation that the person did it. If it's necessary, then click save, and then when the HR said that yes, it's ready, I will receive these 10 coins, and then I can spend these company coins on buying some goods for me or maybe for my colleagues, because we are operating as a variety. We are operating in all worlds. And for instance, my colleagues from USA, my colleagues from Spain, they're doing something great for me. And I can go for instance, to some exclusive goods. I go to, for instance, I want to send my colleagues this column. I click add to cart. I have here my card. I want to send this to Abu Dhabi, to central office, and said, hey, send it to Anna. Thanks for the project. So I can share it with my colleagues, and when it will be ready, Anna will receive it as a part of my gift and as a thanks to her. How else I can thanks Anna, for instance, or Gulvira for their work? I can go to my account and I can transfer some of my money to my colleagues. I click transfer to colleague. I, for instance, can uh, find here Anna. Or, for instance, here I have in that system, I have Dmitry, and I can share with him. No, I can't send him five. I can share with him only 3 coins because we don't want our employees to use this money and to force their colleagues to send all their money to them. No, maximum 3 for thank you. So I'm sending to Dmitry 3 coins and send it and telling like, thanks for the great training, and I'm just sending it to Dmitry. So he will receive it. It's my thanks to the colleague. Why do we need it as HRs? Firstly, we can use these badges to encourage our employees to receive new certifications, to participate in our activities, company activities, to participate in our, I don't know, trainings. But also, we can see with this transaction history, as HRs, you will see all transactions in your company. And you will see that, hey, this person is doing a lot for his employees. Maybe he is a leader of opinion in our company and we can share some ideas with him. So we can also use it. We can see here our orders, our favorite stuff. We can set some things here as well. And of course, we have here FAQ, etc., all the questions. So we can use this application, Merge Store, to work with our colleagues, to encourage them to work in our company, to do some stuff. Also, we have some other applications like manager performance evaluation, and you can see that it's all absolutely different. For instance, I can go to this assessment and you can see the different design. So it's all Power Platform, and you can see that we can set it in super different ways, and it's all can be brand for your company. We can have here different processes inside. We can have different interfaces, and we can set it specifically for your tasks, for your company brand. And for instance, now I can go through assessment. I can say, hey, what's about flexibility, major strengths, etc., build trust, and going through the whole process. And then I will receive the results of this 360 assessment, and I can understand what's going on in my company. So we don't need to buy the tool and then to think how to use this tool using our methodology. We are going firstly from your methodology, from your current task, and then we are creating with you these applications. And all these applications can be set it in around, I don't know, 3 4 months. So it's not something we will create only in a year. For instance, if we start working on these applications this summer, these applications can be done till the end of the year. And if you have in your goals of your department, like to automate some assessment process, to automate some engagement process, etc., we can work with these apps and it will be done till the end of the year. And also we can work, for instance, with vacations app, with business trips things. We can combine it in one app. So and it all can be used by your colleagues right inside Microsoft Teams or a separate application or as a mobile app. It's all available for you. For instance, I love this vacation app because when I'm working with some requests, I can not only request, I can also have a holiday calendar. I can see my team, what's the schedule of my team leave request, and I can understand who is going in which time to which vacation leave, etc. Here I have no as any vacations for this month in my team, but you can see who is going in which time. And for instance, if Ivan asking for a vacation, I can understand, can I let him go to vacation these days, or maybe I can suggest, hey, maybe you will go next week because there will be no people working at this time. So we can use this application and we can use Power Apps to create all of this stuff. I will make a small pause here with Power Apps application that we can do any of these applications. We can automate probably all of HR processes in a company with using these Power Apps. And you can see it's absolutely different looking with different interfaces. It has absolutely different processes inside, like step-by-step guide or assessments or vacation or, for instance, ordering message story, etc. It's like a shop mostly. So we can do it in your company in 3 4 months. And if you're now interested in going deeply to these tools to understand how much does it cost, how much it can be cost for your specific task, you have a link in the chat and you can request a special demo for your company. And if you share with us some your use cases, we can understand, hey, which tools can be used for your tasks and which tools can help you achieving your goals till the end of the year. And now I will go to the second part. I want to show how to work with AI inside your Microsoft Teams and inside your applications. Because here we are talking about one part of HRs. We are talking about different applications. But of course, we are living now in a world of AI. And I suppose many of you using ChatGPT currently. And in Microsoft, with Microsoft, we have also several abilities to work with AI. Maybe you already have chatbots. And when we are developing chatbots, we need to set questions and answer, question, answer, question, answer. It's super hard to understand all the questions your employees has. And specifically, especially if you have a big company and you have a lot of questions from your employees and you have to answer them yourselves. You're not working 24 hours, 7 days a week, but your employees are going to vacation, they are getting sick, they need to receive some information about pay time, etc. And for these tasks, we can use Microsoft Copilot. And let me show you how it is working in different areas. For instance, now I want to show you Copilot agents. Now, currently, I'm on this SharePoint portal I was telling you in the first part of our webinar. So you can set this SharePoint portal for your employees where they can have all the information about news in company, some our rules like compensation benefits, who can they ask any questions, so they can see news celebrations, etc. In the right part, for instance, they can have some how do I find my tax form, prepare for my new job, take a leave absence. But here we just highlight basic questions. But what if our employees has more questions? Whom they can ask? Go to this Ask HR. They will ask an email, and then they need to wait while the HR will receive this email, etc. So time spending, we are going to Copilot here, and we can use artificial intelligence right inside our HR portal. For instance, here I have a company agent, and I can ask one of these questions, or I can ask any of my questions here, like, hey, what's our working time in a company? I can ask any of these questions, just send it to this company agent. It's AI powered tool. And what I did to set this company agent, I just upload all my documents into SharePoint Online and connect this agent with this library of documents and set a prompt inside. And what I can see as an employee, you see that I made a mistake, like what are our working time, and I have a result here. Working time and attendance in our company controls scheduled hours, reporting assessment, and flexibility. And if I want to understand from which document, from which policy I receive this information, I can just easily open this, our internal guide where this information is stored. So when our employees has any questions, they don't need to go directly to HRs. They don't need to type an email and wait the answer. For many of their questions, we have information in our HR guides. We have information in our regulations, methodology, etc. We can just upload all these files into one system, into SharePoint Online, for instance, and our employees can receive all of these questions using this not chatbot, it's AI agent. And AI go through all these files and answer these questions. I want to highlight that it's absolutely secured, that Microsoft provide only secured and compliant tools, AI tools for their customers. And these company agents you are working with, your corporate account, it's absolutely under security and compliance enterprise protection. So if your company allows you to work with SharePoint Online, you will probably be allowed to work with this Copilot agent. And if you have any questions about secure of this AI Copilot Microsoft AI tool, you can also use this link which my colleague shared, and we can organize a specific meeting with your IT security guys and Microsoft and our security colleagues. They can talk on their security language about security of the data and compliance stuff. But from Microsoft side, we have a confirmation that they're not using any of these data to educate the whole big AI model. They're not using it to answer questions of people not in your company, and they're not using these data for themselves. So it's absolutely secured, confirmed by Microsoft. And we can set these agents. I don't know, this kind of agent can be set it in kind of 2 weeks just to connect it to your SharePoint Online and to work with prompts and to embed it to your corporate portal, for instance. So all employees can just open this Copilot and ask any questions. But also what we can do as a Microsoft partner, we have a really great development team, and we can connect, or you can be educated how to connect this AI agent to your company data, to your company databases. For instance, if you are using SAP HR system, and you have the information about vacation time, and you just as an employee you want to receive an answer like how many days of vacation have I left. So you can ask this company agent how many days of vacation have I left, how many days of vacation I have, how to ask for vacation. You can do it right inside this agent, and we can help you to connect it to your databases, and your employees will receive these answers right inside this chat as well. So it's super useful and it's super easy to work with. And they don't need to go directly to this portal, for instance. They can use this chatbot right inside their Microsoft Teams. And I want to highlight, if you haven't used it before, you can go to Copilot right inside your Microsoft Teams. Currently, all Microsoft users who has Microsoft Office account, you can find Copilot here for all business Microsoft users. And you all have this web access to Copilot chat. And you can use it as a chat GPT, but in an enterprise data protection way. So it's absolutely secured. And you can ask here any of the questions like how Copilot can help with HR tasks, and you can receive any questions like you are doing it with ChatGPT, and it's absolutely secured, and it's corporate tool, and it's available right in Microsoft Teams. You can work with it like with ChatGPT, and you can share the results of it with your colleagues right from here. And for it, the main task here is to ask a proper question, to ask real question you want. And for instance, we are doing some trainings on how to work with AI, how to ask questions, how to prompt with your colleagues. But I can, if I create a great prompt for my colleagues, I can share it with them, or I can share the result of my prompt with my colleagues. I can click edit in pages when I received really good results of working with Copilot, and I can share it with my colleagues. For instance, now I will tag my colleagues like, for instance, Karine, and I will give her an access right from here, and she will be able in 2 minutes to work with the result right from here. So I don't need to go to some other places. I don't need to put it into Word. I can work with it right from here, and I can work with this data. And we can work together with the result of AI, with the result of Copilot. I need to mention that in the background of Copilot and ChatGPT, the same GPT models. The main difference that for this Copilot tool, you're going with your corporate account, that there is enterprise data protection, and you can collaborate with this data right inside your Microsoft account. And for instance, I can not only upload from devices like you are going with ChatGPT, upload from devices your files. You can just attach your cloud files you have an access to already, for instance, recording of your meetings, for instance, some presentations. You can just select it from here, and you can ask any questions about the files you already have in your Microsoft ecosystem. This is Copilot Chat. And right from Copilot Chat, you can open the HR assistant, your, for instance, onboarding helper. So you don't need to go to SharePoint portal. You can open it right here as a Copilot chat, or you can open as a separate chat like in Teams chat. So it's absolutely available from mobile phone. And I can ask here any questions like, hey, what's about our HR policies? I can ask this question right inside the chat and receive a result here. And it's not only working in English. I need to highlight it that it's working in many languages. Currently, Arabic, for instance, language is in preview, but it's already working, and you can try Copilot in Arabic language as well. I want to show you it's in some Cyrillic language as well, just to show that it's really working. I will ask like a request a vacation, and we can not only receive information about vacations, we can also let our employees to make a request right from this chat. For instance, here it's in Cyrillica. We have the information like how to request a vacation And the question, hey, let's do a request right from here. And the AI will send us a form right here in the chat. I can just select a date, the type of vacation, add some notes, send it, and I will receive a link to our HR system, to a subsystem, to, I don't know, to your help desk right from here. So I don't need to go to HR portal separately. I don't need to create an email myself. I don't need to do something else. I can work with all of it right from this AI tool. And also, we can work with it right inside our group chat in Microsoft Teams. For instance, I have here a demo test chat. It's a basic Teams chat with my colleagues. And I see that Karin asked question, how to request a vacation? Being honest, I don't remember our rules of the company. So Karin, she can do it herself, but I will tag my colleague, my AI colleague, onboarding helper. Hey, can you help with that? So I'm just tagging my AI colleague, my AI onboarding helper here. And what can I see? That onboarding helper AI tool is typing right now and answering Karin's question right here. Requesting a question, hey there, check your available leave, plan your dates, etc. If we can provide some links to our internal system, we can do it right here. So how we can use these Copilot agents? Firstly, as a retrieving information for our employees, we can create our HR assistant, which can be available for all your employees, and they can ask any questions based on your requirements in your company, and they can ask about requesting vacation, etc. Secondly, we can connect these AI agents to your databases. And for instance, your employees can receive a personal information. How many days of vacation do they have? What's their rates? What's their taxes, etc. How to do all this stuff, and they can receive this information from, for instance, your subsystem or some other systems, or from I don't know, your SharePoint list. And the third thing we can do, we can provide an opportunity right from these chats, your colleagues, to request a help, to request a vacation, to request, I don't know, a business trip, to do any of these requests, and it will be sent directly to your systems, or it will create automatically an email for you and your employees. We can also do it, and these projects are also not so hard. We are doing it also in 3-4 months, something we can do in even 4 weeks, like a pilot project. But ordinary, it's kind of with this integration between systems, it's kind of 3-4 months of the whole work. So it can be done till the end of the year, and you can really help your employees to receive any of their questions in one place. And it's super, super modern to use these AI tools. And it's not just question, answer. It's AI-powered sync. And you can use these agents not only for all your employees, you can create these agents for your own help. For instance, like we are working as HRs, let's imagine that it's HR group, and we are discussing like, hey, we are hiring this employee for this job position. Hey, what's our rate for this position? I don't need to go to some documents to see it. I can just tag my onboarding helper, my HR assistant, and ask, hey, what's about rates for this position? And it will take it from the whole our database and give a result right in our group chat. So we are not spending time on it. Of course, with Copilot, with these Copilot agents, we have, with this Copilot Microsoft, we have different Copilot tools. The first thing I showed you is Copilot Web. You all, if you have Microsoft Office, you all have this Copilot chat, and you can work with it. Also, we can create HR agents, Copilot agents, and it can be also connected to these apps I showed you before. For instance, your colleagues are working with onboarding, your employees working with onboarding, and we can create Copilot agent, which will provide information about your current step of onboarding. What's the next steps of onboarding do you have? It can answer right from here, from chat, like, hey, which learning program can I see here? How can I be developed for my new position? Or for instance, as an HR, you can ask, hey, share with me a list of employees who are on this part, etc. So we can ask Copilot AI to work with our data from these applications as well, from vacation, from Matchstorm, management performance with document system, etc. And also, I want to mention that Microsoft has Copilot for M365 as a personal assistant, and it's really a magic to work with this tool as well. It's a third tool of Microsoft AI Copilot. So it's not only Copilot Web as a ChatGPT, it's not only Copilot agents as an assistant for all employees. You can work with Copilot 365 as your personal assistant. And this personal assistant is connected to all the data you have in your Microsoft ecosystem. For instance, do you know where someone shared the file with you? For instance, I don't remember where my colleagues shared with me information about our document management system. I remember it was some kind of PowerPoint slides, but I don't remember where it was. In chat? In email? In SharePoint? In a corporate portal? Oh my God, I really don't know where it is, but I need to find it now. So I'm asking Copilot, find me a presentation slides about Power Platform and document management system. So I'm just asking Copilot, hey, help me to find it. I don't remember where it is. And Copilot going through the whole document I have already access to, and it will find me these PowerPoint slides wherever they are, in SharePoint, in chats, in meetings, in Outlook, etc. And now we can see that Copilot is going through the whole Power Platform presentation slides. We will give it several moments. And now I can see a lot of links. For instance, Natalia Katz, she is the head of our Power Platform team. She shared with me Power Platform Solution PowerPoint slides. I see here Copilot Studio Workshop, Presentation 15, etc. I don't need to go to some other places. I can work with it right from here. And I can ask list key points, or I can open right from here, for instance, this presentation. It will be PowerPoint. And I can see here is that, hey, here is our document management system. And this is also Power Platform application, and I can work with it. And also this Copilot M65 operating right inside these tools, like right inside PowerPoint. And I can ask to translate this presentation, these two, for instance, Spanish. If you are operating in Spanish, if you have some colleagues who are speaking in Spanish language. But let's see how many languages you can translate to. For instance, I can translate the whole presentation to German, to Hebrew, for instance, to Japanese, to many languages from this list. Unfortunately, I can't see here currently some kind of language, but I can translate the whole presentation into Arabic, for instance. Let's try it. I just click translate to Arabic language. I hope it's good, because unfortunately I'm not speaking this language. But as I heard from my colleagues from Dubai, that it can do it quite good. So I just waited, as you saw it, 2 moments. No, I need to open it in other browser. Let me do it. Not, I need to use different account, not that one. Let me 1 second. I'm going to this company home page. Okay, I will open it some other ways. So 1 second, please. I'm going to Copilot. I have many accounts, and sometimes it's I have it in international business marketing. Let's open it here. Uh, Marketing, international, Awara IT, powered platform solutions, all languages, and I just really want to open it for you. Yes, and now I can see it in Arabic language. So I really hope that it's translated quite well and you can see all of this information in Arabic. So, uh, of course, pictures are not translated, but we can see that it's really working. It helped me in several moments, in 1 minute, translate everything into different language. And Copilot helps us, for instance, during the meeting. I have here a meeting and I can ask like, hey, generate meeting notes, and it's also working, for instance, in Arabic language. Generate meeting notes for me here, and it's absolutely working in English. And Copilot helps me during the meeting generate meeting notes, and we can see here a lot of key topics, digital academy, onboarding process, etc. What I told you about all these tools, and we will share with you the result, these meeting notes as well, so you can go through the whole presentation. Maybe even more. I will just copy these all key topics to our chat. And I will just use this copy to clipboard. And in our chat, you can see also the information, the link to booking with our team link, book a meeting with us for a personal demo, and how it's working. You can now go to this chart, go to this link, or scan this QR code. I will show this slide in a moment, and you can just open this link, and this is a tool you also have right now. You can go to this book with me link. It will be open the page for booking a time with me or one of my colleagues to request a special demo. You just need to choose a time you want, put your data, so and also put a guest email who you want to invite also to your meetings, some of your colleagues, and provide some information what's more interested for you, and the link to the meeting will be sent to you directly. You can use this tool as well as Microsoft Booking, and you already have it. So you can also use it for work with your colleagues, with your employees, and with your customers as well. So use these Microsoft tools. It's super easy. And let me show you again the last slide of my presentation. So you can book a meeting with me or my colleagues for a personal demo and ask any of your questions. I'm really happy and thankful for your time today, that you were with us. All of you, we have so many people here, and we can work all together on Copilot agents. We can work on some applications, automatization of your processes. It can be Matchstore, it can be idea portals, it can be the onboarding. Just think about which tasks do you have till the end of the year or for the next year, and we can discuss what we can propose specifically for your tasks, using the whole ecosystem you already have, because we have no goals like to sell all our services. We have a goal to help our customers to achieve more, do more with less. It's a Microsoft and our target, and we really want to work together. Thank you very much for your time, and see you.